let me also put those very questions that he has raised across to the Congress minister in charge of Dakshina Kannada district where Dharmasthala comes and the state's health minister Dinesh Gundu Rao. Listen in. Joining me now is Karnataka Health Minister and the Minister in charge of the Dakshina Kannada region, Dinesh Gundu Rao. Dinesh, the accusation being made by the BJP is that the SIT was formed under pressure from the government, and they are pointing to even the Deputy Chief Minister's statement for it, claiming that it is a smear campaign. What's the government's response?
See, when the SIT was formed, it was welcomed by everybody, including the BJP. Now they, are playing a double game here, and there was a lot of pressure in that sense that I myself had said that the Dakshina Kannada police can handle this. That is what I had also told. But there was so much of, it had become an international, national sensational news, and so many people were saying so many things. And even if I had done the investigation by our Dakshina Kannada police, they would have always been saying they were under some pressure, and they've all kinds of allegations, false allegations would have been made. So government in its wisdom decided that there should not be any allegation of any sort. Let there be a clear-cut investigation. So SIT was formed, and everybody welcomed it. Nobody said it should not have been formed, including the BJP. Okay, so that is one. Second thing is now the SIT went about its job very professionally. And Congress party didn't, neither in the government nor as a party, did we ever issue any kind of statement which was either provocative or misleading. And we wanted the truth to come out, and the truth is coming out. And as per that, the government is acting, the police is acting. Now for BJP, the thing is now they want to exploit this somehow for their own benefit. That's all. There's no public interest in this. It's only their own private interest to exploit it politically for their own benefit. So now they're suddenly playing up, trying to sensationalize it, trying to make all kinds of false allegations. And I don't think this holds much water, because people know that we've done a very professional job and there's been no interference. And the investigation will continue. And we are seeing, the police are acting on many other issues. They've even made some arrests on some other people who are, involved in this. So I think, this BJP's usual ploy of using religion to, because they have no other issue, they always use religion as the ultimate card, whether it's Prime Minister Modi or anybody. This is the card they always play, the communal card.
Right. As you make that point, sir, and an emphatic point there, the question really is that what has the SIT had in terms of evidence so far, given the grave nature of allegations and the counter allegations that are being made? One expects some kind of substantial facts. When would we have some substantial facts to form opinions on this matter?
See, the SIT will give its report, and they will submit all the details, and they will do it as per what is needed as per law. Not when I want it to be released and somebody else wants it to be released. And they have gone about their job very professionally. And I think once the report comes out, and that will be released, and the Home Minister and Chief Minister all have, no, we have not made any kind of, any comment which would have influenced them or which would have tried to, create some confusion. We've been very, very clear. And the only confusion that is being created now is on one side by the BJP, and on the other side, all these people who are, making these allegations on YouTube and all these characters. They are the only ones who try to create confusion.
Okay, you are categorically saying that the government was not under pressure and hence constituted an SITA, and also that there is absolutely no truth to the allegations of a conspiracy in this case.
Exactly, because the SIT went about the job so perfectly that nobody can make any comment on the SIT, and they have done it. So that's why we constitute the SIT, because otherwise they would have simply made all kinds of remarks. And that's why even I also welcomed it. The Dharmasthala Virendra Hegedeji he also welcomed it. BJP fellows welcomed it. Everybody welcomed it. So now to try and make some political capital out of this, it shows what depths these BJP leaders they can go down to. But anyway, I think they will do their job, and if there is some other conspiracy behind it, that also will be found out. If anybody else has been involved in this to try to target somebody or defame somebody, that also will be found out. And whatever is as per law, action will be taken. That nobody should doubt that.
All right. Thank you very much, Dinesh Gundurao there, Karnataka's minister in charge of the Dakshina Kannada region where Dharmasthala comes. Thanks very much, Dinesh, for speaking to us. You've heard both the political voices, but let's go across to independent voices. Joining me this evening, Sanjay Sahai, former police officer and noted activist from Bengaluru, Brinda Adige. Mr. Sahai, there are many questions around this case. Is the politics a smokescreen, or is there more than what meets the eye?
Politics always remains a smokescreen, and that is how politics happens in this country. And suffice to say that where we stand today, political investigation is the name of the game. And all these political parties, they have become criminal investigators. They are above and beyond SITs, and they don't feel ashamed in coming out in the open and talking about things which they're little aware of. I was going through whatever was being interviewed by NDTV with these two spokesperson and leader from the Congress party. I think broadly what they have been talking about is a smear campaign on the one side, and on the other side that the actual real action has taken place in whichever way it was supposed to be done. From 4th of July till 19th of July, 15 days of delay. Why did the state government delay? The issue is not why they constituted the SIT. The issue is why they delayed. And why they delayed is a much bigger question, that they were dragging the feet because of Dharmasthala and all that is attached to Dharmasthala. Otherwise, SIT should have been in place much before that. And that 164 statement given to the magistrate, it was literally the last nail in the coffin, and the government was left with no choice. It's not that the government, out of any love and affection for a true investigation, objective investigation, they came up with the SIT. Government was not left with any choice. And the government under pressure, if they did it, what is so wrong about it? I can't understand. If the other party says it was under pressure that the government did, governments have always worked under pressure and they should work under pressure. If there are governments who can't even work under pressure, so that is the biggest challenge. The point we should take home is that from 19th of July till today, not one political party, not one political leader, not any YouTuber has raised fingers on the way SIT has conducted itself, both from planning point of view, from objectivity, empirical, scientific evidence, and the way they have manned the whole place, 21 days, and the way they have picked up the evidence. Now, having done all that, they don't want to continue in the manner as if it is a digging exercise. So we have come to a stage, the first level, the first part is over. They want to go through that site 11 and site 6, whatever has been recovered.
You need to give SIT the time is the point you're making. Brinda Adige.
Yes. You want me to, you asking me something?
Go ahead, Brinda Adige. What do you have to say about the conversation you've heard so far? On the one hand, smokescreen. On the one hand, smear campaign. On the other hand, the SIT needs its time to bring out hard evidence.
Absolutely right. It is shameful that the government had to be forced to look into this matter. You and I know that for over 20 years now, there have been whispers. There have been cases registered, missing cases, and largely of women and young girls. And the state has done nothing. Subsequent governments, we are not talking about any one government, subsequent governments have done nothing. Now you have somebody who's come forward, made that statement and said that I will now show you where I was forced to bury those bodies. The most valid question that should be asked, why the delay? And both the political parties and the spokesman talking, the deputy chief minister said something like that. I think what we have to now tell the government, you are doing a job which you should have done 20 years ago. So no matter one minister having personal opinion or some other minister having personal opinion is immaterial. You will have to extend all support and authority to the SIT to do their job, to look every victim or their families to be protected so that nobody is threatened otherwise. 3, we want to ask this question, why is anybody getting upset? I'm sure devotees will not be upset with the truth. They all want the truth. Why would any devotee be upset?
Absolutely.
All of these BJP and everybody making, statements that devotees are upset, the tarnished smear campaign. All of us, including the citizens of this country, whether we go to Dharmasthala or not, want the truth out. So support it and ensure that
Absolutely.
the
The
truth comes
is
out
most
and
important,
the
and
guilty are
perhaps the
punished.
only way to get it out is a complete, thorough investigation that's going on at the moment. We'll keep a close watch on that. Obviously, there's a lot of politics around that as well. But thanks very much, Sanjay Sahai and Brinda Adige. That's all we have time for on The Last Word this Friday evening. Thanks for watching.